How do you engage your website visitors? You have just seconds to capture their attention, but how do you do it? Watch this short video to see how your business can quickly grab their attention.
Hey guys, this is Cyril Gupta, the best friend in your business, and today I'm very excited to show you PeopleBots. This is the ultimate business AI that helps you get more sales, happier customers, and if you're in a coaching business, then very satisfied students. You can embed PeopleBots on your website and then it can work getting you leads and helping your customers. Yes, it grabs you leads from your website and then it can answer absolutely any question about your business. And it works just like a human being, learning all about your business but working tirelessly 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to grow your business. When you log in into PeopleBots, you will see the dashboard and it has a lot of interesting information like the number of AI experts you created, the total number of leads it got you, and the number of chats it handled, plus the total countries that all your visitors came from. And then on a daily basis, you can see how many chats you've been handling, how many chats and leads you're getting from the bots. And you can also see a list of the recent leads with information like the AI expert that handled the chat, the prospect's name and email address, the website they visited, the IP address, their own IP address, the country they came from, and also the time they started the chat. So all of this information is information that you can use to make better decisions about your business. And yes, it grabs the leads, it gets you the name, the email address and the phone number if you want, and it deposits that direct into your autoresponder. So it supports a number of different autoresponders. You can select, for example, for each expert, and you can send your leads direct to any of these autoresponders: Sendster, MailEngine, Aweber, ConvertKit, GetResponse, so many different places. So all the leads that come into your business can go directly to your autoresponder. And if you're wondering how does PeopleBots get the leads, on your website, whenever somebody starts a chat, you can prompt them for the name and email ID or phone number if you want to. They can fill that in and the leads are automatically deposited right away. AI is really powerful, but the real power of AI is unlocked when it's working alongside people. And that's why PeopleBots is the first hybrid chat system in our market. So you can have chats, you can have website chats that are handled exclusively by AI, or you can have human beings take over at any point of time and give more specific information to the visitors. Right now, I'm in the all chat section of PeopleBots, where I can review all the earlier chats that happened inside of the software. I can see exactly what my prospects asked and how did PeopleBot respond. So you can see here, you can see the website where the prospect came to, and you also get a little summary that tells you exactly what were the contents of the chat. Right? So you don't even have to go inside the chat and look at it. PeopleBots will automatically summarize it and give you the conclusion in just very easy to digest in 10 seconds paragraph, right? That's as easy as that. Plus it also has sentiment analysis and it can tell you exactly what was the outcome of the chat. Did the customer seem satisfied or unhappy, so that you know exactly how your business is doing. And you can view a chat and see the conversation in detail. Find out what your customer said, your prospect said, and how did the bot or your human agent reply to the customer. Plus, there is a lot more in there. You can download this chat to your computer, you can email it to your email account, and you can also use it as training. So let's say the customer asked something specific that the bot didn't know about, and your human agent stepped in, answered the question, and now you want the bot to know about that matter. Right, so that it can answer future questions easily. To do that, all you need to do is click on Add Chat to Record, and then if you want to give it a title, you can give it a title, and you will see the question from the customer, plus you will see the answer from the bot or the transcript of the chat. You can modify it any way you want, right? For example, let's say that's the question. So anytime people ask the same question again, the bot will know exactly what to answer. This is continuous training. So as your chat encounters new questions, new inquiries from your prospects, you can put that information in the bot. You can tell it about that information, and next time the customers are served without you having to step in. That's how PeopleBots will continuously reduce your workload. So let's go now into the expert section and see how to create the bot. So go into experts, click on all experts, and you will see a list of all the experts that you have created in your business so far. So you can see I have a lot of test experts, but right here, Marcus Aura, who's my main bot, which is working on most of my websites, you can see that this bot has handled 2,690 chats, grabbed 1,231 leads. Livian, another AI bot, has handled 447 chats and grabbed 274 leads. You can create an AI dedicated to each of your businesses, each of your websites, give it the information, give it the knowledge base, and then see how it's performing. So let's start by creating an expert. Click on create an expert right over here, and you have 3 different kinds of experts that you can create. You can either create a sales expert, a support expert. These are the 3 core types. But down below, you can see a complete collection of pre-trained, ready-to-go experts that we have already fabricated for you, that we have given personality types so that you can get started a lot faster. So we've got all kinds of different experts in here. You will see sales experts, support experts, training experts in nearly every domain that you can think of, every domain where your customers are existing or where your business needs help. Plus, they're all designed, so you've got them visually appealing. Look at the kind of image they have. They're all professional images so that people, when they interact with the experts, they feel that they're talking to a real qualified person. Now, let's get started by creating a basic sales expert, and you can give it a name. So I'll just call this Cyril G. You can select the profile that they have, and then you can describe the expert's expertise, like Cyril G is a programming and marketing expert, for example. Plus, you can also give your expert more detail. You can talk about the personality. So here you can see I described the expert in detail. For example, you are a 42-year-old programming expert who likes to give people advice, wants to keep the response short, ask questions, any information that you want to put about your expert, about the expertise, about the personality, how they talk, how they behave, how they connect with the client. You can put all of that information in. Then you can choose exactly how the chat theme will look, the background color, the header color, text color, anything that you want. Click on choose theme. That's done. And now you can start fleshing out your expert by feeding in data. You can feed in the text, URL. If you want to grab a URL, the information is on a website, you can add a URL. If you want to upload a PDF file or a doc or HTML file that has the information, or even a text file, you can do that too. Or you can grab the information from a YouTube video. This software will automatically convert your YouTube video into useful knowledge base. I'm going to add some text to PeopleBots. Let's give it a label too and click on add. So now our bot has some basic data, and don't worry, you can modify this data anytime. You can add more data to it anytime. All the data that you have is going to be added to the uploaded file section. You can view it or delete it at any time. And if you go in your experts, go into all experts, you will see that our new expert is created. I created the Cyril G expert, and you have many different options. Options like edit experts, options like seeing the files that the expert has access to or the expert knows about. You can also create question and answers. So again, I was talking about how to make your bot learn more. You can create commonly asked questions, answer those commonly asked questions, and then whenever somebody asks the bot, asks the AI the same questions, the answers will be very, very apt. You can also see the chats that were handled by this bot. So this one is new, so there are no chats yet. But if you had this one, for example, you can view the chats and see what kind of chats it already handled. All right, let's go back. And when you go to edit bot, that's where you will see a lot of powerful options. So for example, right now there is a generic graphic and we want to put in a more specific photograph of Cyril Gupta, Cyril G. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the create avatar feature of PeopleBots to create the photograph. All right, so here is the description that I wrote for myself. Click on create. And in just a few seconds, PeopleBots will give you an image that you can use. I'm going to save it to my computer and assign it. Let's go back to experts, all experts. Go to Cyril G, click on edit, and we're going to change the image to the image that we just created. I think I put it in downloads. Here we go. Click on upload. All done, and you can see the image is already uploaded. Now you can modify this expert anytime you want. So this is already the data that we put in. Plus you can do things like modify the background color of the theme. You can modify the text color of the header. And if you look at the message, it's the same thing. You can modify the name that appears in the message. You can modify the color or any other aspect of it. And similarly, you can also update the footer. You can design it, change the branding link. So right now it's set to PeopleBots, but if you want to put in your own company and you want to link it to your business, so when people click on the branding link, they go straight to your business, you can do that too. This is great for agencies. So if you are implementing this on your clients' websites, you can have the visitors come to you and you can get even more clients that way, right? You can choose a logo for your chat, which will be your company. So just click on this. Let me pick out my company's logo. I think I put it in graphics over here, right? So now your company will be branded. Your chat will be branded by your business. And you can also choose the chat icon image, which is going to be right here. So let's pick out our photograph one more time. Click on upload. All right. And you can see this is how the image will appear for chat. Finally, don't forget to hit the save button. And now when you go to experts, all experts, you will see that our AI is already a little bit branded. Coming back to edit experts again, you can decide how you want to let the leads interact with your chat. So you want to enable voice chat. Now, let me tell you, PeopleBots doesn't just support text chat, it also supports audio chat. So when people come to your website, especially from phones where, typing is so hard and people hate it, they can just click a button and actually talk to your AI using voice. And you can select how you want your AI to sound. For example, this is Aloy.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
Let's look at Echo.
In the heart of the city, there is a large
Fable.
The library is a quiet and
So you can pick out exactly the voice you want. Let's look at Nova now.
In the kitchen, the aroma of...
So I'm going to go with Aloy, for example. Then you can also enable capturing of leads. I told you earlier about it, and you can decide when you want to show the lead capture message. Do you want to show it right at the outset? You can put 0 and the message will be shown right away when people want to start the chat. But if you want to let them get a couple of messages in and want to show it after they're already involved, you can choose when you want it to appear, right? So I typically go for 0, and you can also choose what call to action you want, what title you want, and also what information you want to capture. Do you want to capture only the email, or do you want to also capture the name? That's absolutely on you. Plus, you can send transcripts of the conversation, of the chat conversation to yourself, the admin, or even the client. So if you want to give your client a copy of the chat for their records, for their reference, you can do that too. Going to settings, you can also enable person chat. Now, person chat is when real human beings answer the customer. So if you want, you can let your customers request a real human being. And if they click this button, if there is a human being present on chat, they will be notified and they will be able to answer the chat manually. You can also let people make the chat full screen so that when people go to your chat, they can make it full screen and have a more immersive experience. And PeopleBots can also book meetings for you and send your leads, send your meetings to Calendly so that people will be able to talk to you and get to know more about your business. This is a feature which is available to people who have the right level of membership. Then it can also be used in a variety of different languages. So if you set the default languages, this is what the AI will use to talk to the visitor in default. You can also decide whether you want a long response from the AI or a small one. Plus, if you have a human being working, you can decide whether you want to hear a notification bell anytime somebody starts a chat. Also customize the welcome message. And if you want to initiate the conversation, you can send out a message to them after the specified number of seconds. And if your AI doesn't know the answer to any question, you can send the customer to your technical support or to any other location you want. You can guide them further. So this was settings. And finally, embedding PeopleBot, putting PeopleBot on your website is super easy. All you need to do is copy this code and put it in your website's HTML. It also has a full screen mode. So when you put the full screen mode, the chat will appear full screen, and that is a great experience for your students. If you're a coach, you can do the full screen embedding on one of your pages on your website, and then people can go to your page and talk to your bot as if they're talking to a real life expert. Plus, if you want to chat right on PeopleBots in that possible too, you can just use this link, and people who visit this URL like this will be able to chat with your bot right over here. I'm sure now you know how powerful PeopleBots can be. We've got some other options too, like in leads. You can see all the leads that you grabbed along with the date, and you can see when was their recent most chat. If you click on view, you'll be able to see more information about that lead right here. If you want to delete it for some reason, you can do so, or you can export the leads to a CSV file and then maybe dump it into your CRM if you wanna. In settings, you can control my profile details, like you can put in your image and you can put in other details about yourself. In team access, you will be able to add your team members. You know, businesses are supposed to be run by teams. So if you've got a virtual assistant, or you've got a family member who works with you, or you've got a team person who handles your business, then you can give them access to your PeopleBots account. Just add their email, choose which expert or which experts they have access to, and they will be able to handle the chats. They'll be able to review the chats and work with your visitors. Plus, it also has SMTP integration. So if you want to send out like chat transcripts to your customers and you want to customize them, you want to make sure that the from address is from you, then you can add in your own SMTP for that particular expert, and all the emails that go out of PeopleBots will use your SMTP and will be branded by you. But by default, we do send out these messages, but again, then they are from PeopleBots and not from your SMTP. By the way, PeopleBots has very generous credits, and every response, because it's all handled by AI, it does use credits. And if you run out of credits at certain point, eventually you can buy more credits inside. And before I forget, let me remind you that PeopleBots can talk to your audience in any language. So if your visitors speak a different language than you, don't worry about it. PeopleBots can handle the chat. And even if you fed the documents in the language that you speak, maybe English, your visitors will then also get your responses in the language that they speak. For example, right now I have a chat with a visitor in Spanish. The customer sent me a message in Spanish, and PeopleBot responded in Spanish. And as a live chat agent, let's say you want to take over this chat, you want to chat with the customer, you can switch on the translation mode and just automatically translate the messages from the customer to the language of your choice, and you will see the customer's message translated to your language. For example, right now it's English automatically, and when you write a message to the customer, I'm going to take over the chat, they will see the message in their own language, right? So, claro, te ayudaré. This is what you sent. Sure, I will help you. But the customer will see the message in their own language. So, no matter where your customer is coming from, no matter what language they speak, no matter what language you speak, you can still communicate effectively. That's the power of PeopleBots. And I hope by now you understand what an amazing app and what a vital app PeopleBots is. Every website deserves to have PeopleBot. Every business needs to get PeopleBots, and I hope you will get it for your business.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope the information we presented shows you our excellent service. So what are you waiting for? Take action now and feel the change soon.